morning, everybody, and welcome back to my channel, Canning with Kerstin. I know it's been a while, but the garden is finally starting to kick off. Over the last few days, I have picked a ton of banana peppers, a few banana peppers, and a ton of shishito peppers. Right now, I have the shishito peppers in the freezer. I'm doing a flash freeze, and then I'll just be throwing them in bags, and we can use them for, whatever later. But the banana peppers today, this is how many I've got. It's like just over a pound. I am going to be doing a pickled banana pepper. So that's what we're doing now. First thing we need to do is we need to slice them up. So here we go. And we'll slice them and leave the seeds in them. So like I said, I'm just slicing these, and then I'm going to pack them in the jars. Actually, I have to get my brine going. So what my brine calls for, so here we have 1.5 cups of white vinegar, a 1/2 cup of water, 1 tablespoon of sugar, and 1.5 tablespoons of pickling salt. So we'll get that on the stove and we'll get that heating up. We are going to bring that to a boil. And this is just going to be water bathed. So I've got, my regular small pot all ready to go. The water's in it. It's boiling. It's got a slight boil to it. And now I'll continue cutting up my peppers. It says that the recipe says that that out of this 1 pound 3 ounce batch of banana peppers, that I could get them into like 1 pint and 1/2 pint. But I'm putting them in 1/2 pint jars, and it says 2, which I'm not really believing that. So we're probably going to end up with like 3 or 4. But we'll see what we get. It says to pack them real tight. My garden is doing really good, really well actually. I picked my first cucumber yesterday, 7 inches long. And there's a ton more that are starting to grow. With the type of cucumber I have, I didn't think I could, but I'll be able to make pickles. But it's a diva cucumber. And according to my research, I can pickle them I can can them as pickles. But then there's other things that I can do with them. I can make a relish out of them. Just a ton of things. So that's what I'm going to be doing with my cucumbers, if I get an abundance of them. And it didn't say anything about removing any of the seeds, so I'm not removing the seeds. I'm leaving them as is. If I need to remove the seeds, I will later, when we go to use them. But it's not necessary. Let's see. I have got still a bunch of these banana peppers that are growing and a ton of flowers that will be banana peppers. My shishito peppers, I'm going to have an overabundance of those. So, I'll try and figure out what else I can do with them. I can make some pepper jelly again. And it sounds like this is definitely boiling. Okay, I don't know if I have enough brine, but we'll find out. But if I wanted to, I could also add black peppercorns, fresh or dried dill, some garlic powder. I'm not using the garlic powder because I've got the fresh garlic. red pepper flakes or onion slices. So let me see what I have here. Well, here's some red pepper flakes. So I'll throw some peppercorns in there too. Should give it a nice flavor. So next step. So I washed and sliced the peppers. I brought that to boil. Just place 1 garlic clove and half a teaspoon of mustard seed into each pint jar. And my jars are nice and clean, so I'm not worried about those. I've already done that. So I'm going to start off with 3 jars. I've got another one on hand in case I need it. Okay. It says half a teaspoon. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead, just leave that back there, and do the same amount in the peppercorns, half a teaspoon. Then I'll do like a 1/4 teaspoon of chili flakes. Okay. So there's that. So here we go. And I figured that the pints would be fine because it's, you know, it's only Jim and I. And if we have company, yeah, there's more than enough in here for company. So I need to grab another garlic clove, so I'll be right back. See if I can get the rest of these in this jar. If not, I might have to do another jar. Oh, way too much. Damn it. So I need a 1/2 inch of headspace. I think that'll do. Maybe. Might still be a few too many peppers. That's good. I'll probably have to make up another mixture of brine. Not a big deal. So I know it's going to be too much. I'm going to make one. I'm going to do another 1.5 cups of white vinegar. 1 cup of water, or 1/2 cup of water. Then sugar, which is 1 tablespoon. And then 1.5 tablespoons of canning salt. Yeah, if you guys are liking my little containers, so that's all they are with labels, and it's chalkboard labels, so it's a chalkboard marker. I got these right on Amazon, and they have been fabulous. I've been using them for quite a while, for a couple of years, a few years actually. But I've got like all my pastas in them. I've got my baking stuff in them, like baking soda, baking powder, cocoa powder, obviously the salt, and I use them for several other things as well. Okay, so let me debubble these. And I'll wipe them down with a little bit of vinegar. And while I'm debubbling them, I'm letting all the spices like float up. That way it gives it a nice, good, flavorful mixture. There's one. Rims are wiped. I think I need a little more brine for this one. Okay, so there you go. That's what they look like before they go in the pot of water. They look really yummy. And remember, always just finger tight. I could use a little more fluid in that one as well. Okay, and the brine is done. And then, after these go through the whole canning process, it says to let them sit for like 2 weeks before you eat them. That way, all the flavors get mingled in. Okay. So that is what I'm going to do. Just going to let them sit. Okay. There you go. That's all there is to it. And now I have to put them in the water, in the boiling water, for 10 minutes, and then I pull them out and let them cool for 24 hours. All right, guys, I am back. So they're done processing, all 4 jars, and as promised, here's what they look like. This is what they look like. They look pretty good. I hope they're as good as I think they're going to be. No, of course they will be. So that is the end of that process. At some point, I will make another video just to take you guys down to my garden and show you around so you can see what's been happening down there. I'm pretty excited about it. So until next time, thank you for watching and have a blessed day.